Hello guys, it's Ryan here with Hobbies of Man on Skin, and today we're going to be doing our fountain pen haul video for the last few months. It's not been too much stuff, but I wanted to do this because I know that soon I will be buying more fountain pens, and I wanted to just have this video out to define what I had purchased this second half of the year, right? So, or maybe this last quarter of the year, this previous quarter of the year. So in terms of pens, I got another one of these Jinhao 82s. This is a avocado green. I love this color, but I made the mistake of buying this Fude nib. Fude, I don't know how to say it, but it's like a Japanese brush style nib. And I don't like it. This is kind of annoying to write with, and I would have to angle my hands very oddly in order for it to work properly. So I probably will never use this pen, or I might have to switch out the nib units from one of my other pens into this one so I can use it, because I really did not enjoy this Fude nib thing at all. It was not for me. I don't like it. It makes writing a hassle, which is not exactly why I want fountain pens, right? So yeah, then we have this Lambito or Pen PPS clone of a TWSBI, I think. I really like this. I like the color. I like the functionality of it. The only thing I don't like is, if you guys can see this Lambito, whatever that means, engraving into the plastic. I don't like how it looks, but everything else is fine. I also don't really love this clip design, but I don't hate it. The nib is pretty good. It's one of these, what's it called? Like Lamy copies that works pretty well, in my opinion. I like it quite a bit. And the ink capacity here is pretty great, and the medium nib on this is pretty smooth and buttery and nice and thick. So I do like this pen quite a bit. It did not cost me very much, which is a huge plus. But the material here feels like it's easy to damage. I have like scuff marks on it, even though I rarely use it. The scrolling thing here, the knob here, is a little loose, so it does shake. However, it is an upgrade from this pen, this Jinhao, this Wingsung 3008. I actually like this pen better, but I couldn't find a new version of it, so I had to go with this Lambito one. And I like that this one has the metal piece there, because it removes this happening. But I don't know. I'm happy with it, but I also wish that I could have just bought another Wingsung 3008, because I really like that one. So yeah, I just couldn't find it in black, which is the problem. Then we have this one, which is kind of a Platinum Preppy clone. I don't have my Platinum Preppy with me right now, but it is more or less a clone of that. However, this one did come with a converter. I think this is a Wingsung Candy Coating Color. I think that's the title of it. At least that's what I remember it being when I bought it. And this one has another of these kind of like situations here. However, this one does not have the Lamy thing. I thought it did, but apparently it doesn't. However, it is a very nice fine pen, extra fine apparently, and it writes really, really well. It actually reminds me a little bit of my Platinum Metropolitan. However, I do like the dimensions of this a little bit more. The the Pilot Metropolitan that I had, that I have, it feels a bit too thin for me to hold comfortably, and the line was very, very thin. In this case, it's not as thin as that, and it's a little bit bigger. It's also much better balanced, and I think I can comfortably write with this one posted, but I usually don't. I don't like posting my pens. It makes them too long for my taste. But this is a great pen. It has a very nice, satisfying click. It's actually very robustly made. I like it a lot. I would buy more of them, but I really don't need to, so I don't. But that one's really, really great. And then here we have a Jinhao. I think this is X750, fully metal pen. Nice, kind of matte-ish cover here. And I actually love this pen a lot. I think it's great. Even though it is fully metallic, the weight is great. It's wonderful. The nib writes really, really well. It's just 18 karat GP. I don't know what that is, but it's just a steel nib with the nice Jinhao Chariot. I can't remember what nib size this is. I think it's a medium, but I don't know. I like this pen a lot. I love how it writes, how it feels. I think the design of it is kind of a little wonky. It feels really fat here and really thin here, but it's a wonderfully comfortable pen. So I like it a lot. And so that's it for the pens. Now I have some inks here. So I actually ended up buying a bunch of Colorverse inks because my local Kinokuniya, which is a Japanese stationery and bookstore, had a bunch of these Colorverse inks for sale. They were kind of like old things or things that were not taken care of properly, and so they were banged up, and they had them at 30% discount, which did not make them that cheap, but was significant enough that I was willing to buy them. So I bought this 2-pack that came with Maps of Mars and Mars Attacks, and I actually love this color a lot. However, one, I don't want to use it too often because I don't want to spend all of the ink so quickly, and two, it's actually really hard to fill my ink or my pens from this bottle. The opening is really, really small. I would have preferred if they made a different type of bottle for this size, because it's not great. It's 15 mils. Honestly, if they could have made like a little rocket shape or something that was a little bit easier to have a bigger opening, it would have been really, really great. But it was not in the cards. They really like this design, which I actually like a lot too, but just the opening is not good for this one. So yeah, Maps of Mars is also a great ink. It reminds me a lot of Aurora Borealis. However, it's a little bit lighter than Aurora Borealis, I think, and it works out really, really nicely. I like it a lot. I've been using it a lot since I bought it, and this set is great. The one thing I don't love about the Colorverse boxes that they come in is, one, because I like keeping my inks in boxes, that means I have to keep the boxes the same way they were originally, and there's just a lot of junk in the Colorverse boxes. It is exciting and fun the first couple times, but it quickly becomes kind of a nuisance to have to open them and close them again over time. So I'm probably just going to keep these out of their boxes now. Here's the next Colorverse ink I got. I have Alpha Ori, or Alpha Orion, which is a very nice bright orange color that I like a lot. It's not something I think I use that much. It is kind of almost like fluorescent, but it is good. I do like this color quite a bit, even if it's not something I'm going to use very much. And finally, a wonderful purple. We have J. Herbon, or Herbon's Poissure de Lune, which is Moondust, and it's a really beautiful purple that I like a lot. It's great. It's wonderful. These ink bottles are bad, though. I don't like them. The opening is the right size. However, the dimensions, or the way that this ink reservoir works, or the way that this shape is bad. I don't like it. It's really shallow, so it's hard to put pens in here. And secondly, this shelf thing that is supposed to add value is actually not very good, because I don't see why you would ever put your pen here while you're trying to fill it. First of all, because of the way that they work, I doubt that they would balance very well. And if you're putting it here so that you can uncap it, it's in the way. And if you're putting there after you dip it inside, it's also not good, because your ink's going to drip from here. So I don't understand the point of it. Besides making it look different from the other ones, which is fair, but not very useful. I don't like this design very much. So there you go. Let me show you what the inks look like on Tomoe River paper. This is from a ream I bought last time I did a haul, I think, or two hauls ago in the summer. You have Colorverse Maps of Mars. Like I said, a very nice blue color here. Colorverse Mars Attacks. I just love this kind of like maroon color. Alpha Ori, like I said, very bright orange. And J. Herbon's purple is wonderful. This is a purple that I wanted. This is honestly what I thought I would get when I first bought my first ink, which was this purple from Pelican, I think. Can't remember now, but great colors. I loved all of them. I really enjoy them. I do use Maps of Mars the most. The J. Herbon, it ends up being a lot lighter in my pens, and so even though I love the color, I don't use it as much because it doesn't end up being as exciting looking as it looks here when I actually use it for writing. So let's see if I can pull out my older thing and compare. So here's Aurora Borealis and Colorverse. I like Aurora Borealis more. It looks punchier, but for ease of visibility, I think Maps of Mars works a bit better. The Aurora Borealis does end up kind of feeling almost like a highlighter color in my pens, where this one ends up being a very nice teal color when it comes out of my pens. And in terms of the purples, this one looks really great here, but when I write with it, it is this really ugly kind of pastel color, which is not good. However, the Jinhao Bond looks much better, and I do like these kind of like color noir kind of things. I don't know what to call them, like a color plus black looks really, really nice to me. So yeah, and then you can see that Mars Attacks has kind of some reminiscence here to Rider's Blood or Ox Blood, but not as much as you would think, but it looks real good. So yeah, there you go. Those are my new inks and my new pens. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought, and thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys later.